Our story begins more than 60 years ago inside an abandoned chicken coop, where our founder discovered a retired teacher living, no home, no health care. So she said no to this injustice and yes to transforming lives. It's this drive, this compassion, that inspired AARP. Today, we empower people to choose how they live as they age. As a wise friend and fierce defender, we advocate for better health, financial security, and stronger communities. AARP, join us in making a difference.
This episode of Food Without Borders, we focus on the family. One definition of harvest describes it as a symbol of bounty, health, and abundance. The time when the year's work bears fruit and people are fed. It can be applied as a metaphor for spiritual growth and health. Sit back and enjoy this collation of breakfast moments. We hope you try the recipes we share today. And as always, invite someone over to share what you prepare. As an American civil rights activist and co-founder of the National Farm Workers Association, Cesar Chavez once said, "The people who give you their food, give you their heart."
Today's episode of Food Without Borders, we take you inside Lancaster's Central Market, where the oldest continuously running enclosed farmers market in the country. Here, dozens of vendors have been preparing specialty dishes for weeks to be sold outdoors during the annual family-friendly Harvest Breakfast. The Harvest Breakfast is a highlight of the autumn season, and it's a celebration of the wonderful produce, fresh fruits and vegetables, and homemade goods such as delicious, sweet, and savory pies made by a local pie baker and sold through its pie stand at Central Market. We'll go inside the production of these delicious pies to get a better understanding of how you can make simple hand pies at home and enjoy the delicious, savory, and sweet fillings of your choice. Perhaps you love sour cherry pies covered with lattice made of your homemade dough. Here at Central Market, one of the stands is the turkey stand. All things turkey. Turkey jerky, ground turkey, sliced turkey, all forms of turkey. We caught up with Chef Tara, who will be making a delicious breakfast strata during the Central Market Harvest Breakfast.
All right. On Saturday, we'll be serving a recipe of our special fall blend of sausages. We do a wide variety of turkey sausages that we'll be making into a patty. That patty will be it will be freshly grilled on Saturday morning, and then it will be served on an English muffin from one of our local bread providers. And we'll also do grilled peppers and onions from one of the local market farmer produce stands. And then it will be topped with a piece of melted cheese. It's an easy grab-on-the-go breakfast item if you don't have a lot of time to hang around, or just enjoy it while you're enjoying all the festivities of the day.
Chef Tara and her stand are entering the busy season in the turkey business as the countdown to Thanksgiving is less than 2 months. We're grateful that she shared a recipe for turkey sausage strata with cranberries. To make Chef Tara's recipe, begin by assembling the ingredients: a Southern Belle sausage out of its casing, 8 ounces of bread cubes, day-old packed, 8 large eggs, 2 cups of milk, a 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, and 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese split into 2 portions with a 1/4 cup of cranberries. You begin by buttering a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, heat the skillet to medium and add sausage, add bread cubes to the baking dish, and topped with cooked sausage. Whisk eggs in bowl, Add milk, pepper, and 1/2 of the shredded cheese. Pour egg mixture over items in the baking dish. Press down so the bread absorbs moisture. Top with remaining shredded cheese and cranberries and let sit at least 1 hour or up to overnight. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Bake covered for 30 minutes until golden brown, and you'll know that the strata is done when a toothpick inserted into the center of the dish comes out clean. Enjoy. One of the newest stands at Central Market is also participating in the Harvest Breakfast. There they will sell sweet and savory pies made lovingly by Lancaster's only pie baker. The stand opened a year ago, and one of the best sellers is their peach pie, says Chef Meredith.
They're local peaches. I believe we'll be getting them from bars of produce. We process them by hand in our shop, and we cook them up in a real special recipe. It's got some mango nectar and also some smoked paprika, so it's a really interesting flavor profile.
That's the special touch, isn't it?
Yeah.
The secret sauce.
It's a secret sauce.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. This delicious handmade peach pie comes in a 9-inch form and also in a more
I must admit, I'd never heard of a hand pie before I met you. What goes in a hand pie besides your hand?
So we eliminated the hands from our recipe. We found out that people didn't really enjoy that. Our hand pies are portable pies. It's our all butter crust and the same filling that we use in our full size and 6-inch pies. We just use a different die on our pie press. So it's an all butter crust with our scratch made filling, and it just folded over like a little pocket, so that you can carry it. It's a portable pie.
Would some people maybe call it a turnover?
A turnover. We've heard fry pie, though ours are baked.
Okay. And what kind of fillings go in a hand pie?
We have a triple berry, a sour cherry, a blueberry, an apple, which is seasonal, though the apple season is pretty long. And right now we're at the very, very tail end of peach season. So we have a peach hand pie that'll probably be done today or tomorrow even.
Maybe that'll be the sweet pie that's served at breakfast next week.
It's been very popular.
So if someone wanted to make a hand pie at home and they had their own crust,
yes,
how would they do that?
I would recommend rolling out a circle about 8 inches wide, doing a dollop of filling in the middle, right there in the center, and then you would fold it over and pinch the edges really well, and then fold those edges over again. So we pinch them closed, and then we fold them over again and pinch them again. And then when you bake them, you're going to make a little bit of a vent hole. Otherwise, you're going to have a fruit explosion.
That's a good lesson learned, I suspect.
Yes, yeah, you learn the hard way.
And what is the glazing on top?
It's just a very simple royal icing. We use heavy cream and some confectioner sugar.
Awesome. So it's feasible that someone could make these at home?
Absolutely, yeah.
And then you can fill them with virtually anything, right? Both
yes,
sweet
you can
and
even
savory?
use canned filling if you needed to. Though we wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, awesome. And I guess it's a single serving, isn't it?
Yes, I can eat one of these on my own. I can eat 2 of these on my own.
Depending on how hungry you are.
Yes, absolutely.
What would you say is your biggest seller here at the stand?
I would say sour cherry is probably our staple big seller. Sour cherry is not one that you can get everywhere. So when people find out that we've got it, that's the one that they usually go for.
And would you put that in a hand pie as well as a regular pie?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I had never really had a sour cherry pie, but when I told my friend about this stand, she said, "Do they have sour cherry?" So as soon as I confirmed that, I hope I sent her over to the stand.
Yes.
It must be a specialty that people like.
Yes, it is. You can get cherry pies a lot of places, but having that tart sour cherry is something special.
On the other side of Market is a long-standing poultry stand that recently morphed into a meat and poultry stand. Chef Kathy is one of the founders of the Expanded Stand, and she's going to share a recipe for their delicious breakfast bowl that uses their meat products.
I've worked at Central Market for 22 years, but I've worked for this particular stand for 3 years.
Right. You helped set up this stand, as I recall.
I did.
Awesome. So what are you going to make for us on Saturday for Harvest Breakfast?
Saturday for Harvest Breakfast, we are going to be doing a breakfast bowl that we do every year. It is going to be tater tots with scrambled eggs and your choice of our pumpkin spice bacon, which we make ourselves in-house. Also, one of our Oktoberfest brats, which we call Oktoberfest. It's flavored with marjoram, sage, and ginger. It's a pork sausage. And then also we put onions and peppers on top and cheddar cheese. And then we have a couple sauces like curry ketchup and a sweet mustard mayonnaise and chimichurri sauce.
Wow.
So it's quite delicious. It's quite delicious.
I must be hungry. It sounds really good.
It's a big bowl. So
How and when will you be making those, Kathy? On Friday, or
no, we will be making those Saturday.
you make them on demand?
We make them on demand. Yes, we
So you'll
have
have all the materials
We
ready.
have everything. We crack eggs the day before. We cut up all the vegetables the day before. We set up an entire little buffet. We have grills outside that we cook eggs, bacon, and sausage to order, and the
Wow.
onions and peppers. So it's a whole production.
It's a whole production.
It's a whole production.
And you do it every year, right?
We do it every year, and now we do it twice a year because we also have Strawberry Festival in the
That's
spring.
right. That's
Or-
right.
or
Which
early
is a
summer.
similar kind of a
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
That's well. It's a great way to bring people to market for sure.
It is for sure. It's a great community event, and
Awesome.
and people love it.
Did you concoct the recipe for the breakfast bowl?
Did I? I did. Well, it was sort of my idea for the actual breakfast bowl, but it was a group effort for everything else that goes in it.
Well, it's nice because people are, moving when they have come to Harvest Breakfast.
Oh, right.
They need to be able to eat something on
Oh,
the
right.
go.
And we put it in a styrofoam. We put it in a little cardboard, almost like a Chinese takeout box.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
that's how we put it together. And
Perfect.
give you some
They
plastic
can eat it there or take it with them. right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Would you be?
To make Chef Kathy's breakfast bowl, begin with seasoned tater tots, farm fresh eggs scrambled, sautéed veggies. She recommends peppers and onions that you will top with shredded cheese blends such as Monterey Jack and Colby. You can choose either Oktoberfest sausage or thick cut pumpkin bacon or the bacon of your choice. And you can garnish it with curried ketchup and sweet mustard to taste. Easy, filling, and delicious. Here you see examples of the dozens of friends and family who will gather at the Harvest Breakfast tomorrow. These pictures are from previous years, but they really capture the joy, the excitement, and the delicious nature of the food that is served fresh right here outside Lancaster Central Market. The market is truly a family-friendly place. Here you see an example of our family donating funding to repair the roof. So we now have a permanent slate in the roof of Central Market. In case Chef Tara or Chef Kathy's recipes seem too complicated, our good friend Emerson suggests a sausage egg breakfast muffin recipe, which can also be made with produce gathered at a local farmer's market. Begin by gathering 10 eggs, 12 browned breakfast sausages lightly fried and diced, 4 large russet potatoes diced very small and lightly fried, a 1/4 cup milk, a 1/2 cup shredded cheddar cheese, salt to taste, and ground black pepper to taste. Red pepper flakes are optional and to taste. To begin, you preheat the oven to 350 degrees, spray muffin pans with nonstick cooking spray, or rub butter into each muffin tin cup. Allow yourself the option to line each muffin tin cup with fluted baking cups. Add into each muffin tin about a tablespoon of the diced and lightly fried potato. Layer in the cooked sausage. In a medium-sized bowl, whisk together the eggs, milk, salt and pepper, and red pepper flakes if desired. Pour the egg mixture evenly into each cup. Fill up each cup about 85 to 90%. Add shredded cheese on top. Feel free to add another light dash of ground pepper. Bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until the egg muffin is golden. Caution, do not overcook, and enjoy. Around the corner from Central Market is a new store that specializes in making homemade sweets and desserts featuring fresh fruit from area farms. It's kind of an urban approach to farming and making fresh fruit laced desserts available to city dwellers. You can see here in the case delicious cheesecake lined with strawberries and nuts and different delicious forms of food. Lancaster County farmers are able to sell their produce directly at Lancaster Central Market and to wholesale it to new producers like the one featured here today. Her menu in apple fritters, pumpkin rolls, creme brulee, and cheesecake is all enhanced by the produce she is able to gather from area farms. She has set the table well for city dwellers to come and enjoy the fresh taste of produce in new, sweet, and delicious ways. We thank you for inviting us to the table on this episode of Food Without Borders.